It's a lot easier. You guys definitely take feedback very quickly and run with it. I speak highly of you guys in the HubSpot marketplace. You guys are doing a great job, doing great work.
Hey, hi Matt, how are you?
Well, how you doing?
I'm good, Matt. I would love to know a little bit more about you if you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Matt Packard, I'm Director of Revenue Operations. I've been at Signpost for about 10 years now. I got into operations where I've been the last 3 or 4 years, and then moving kind of more formally into revenue operations in recent years.
Would love to know a little bit more about Signpost also.
So we have a software platform that our clients use, but we're also a bit in the service side of the world as well.
So what was the problem that you were trying to solve with Superjoin?
Yeah, it was really just to have a streamlined process to get data from point A to point B. We have all of our product data lives in our database. We have all of our customer success and sales data that lives in HubSpot. We have all of our billing information that lives in Recurly. So really finding a way to be able to bring all of that into one easy place into Google Sheets. And now with Superjoin features, keeping some of those systems more in sync so that if things are happening in HubSpot, I can actually send it back over to the database as well. So that was the biggest thing, is just consolidating all the data into one easy place. And it's really just for leadership reporting all the way down to rep level reporting on what's going on at the company.
How were you doing this before Superjoin?
Companies evolved a lot over the years. Because we downsized after an acquisition and a merger, it was kind of just put on the operations team to say, okay, how can we handle all the data? So without really any development resources, I was able to use Superjoin to make it happen.
Got it. And what are the top use cases that you solve using Superjoin?
There's honestly a lot, but the biggest ones I'd say are sales reporting, like our main sales scoreboard that everyone at the company looks at every single day. That's showing not only, our new sales volume coming in, it's showing the sales team's commission, it's showing a lot of our KPIs as far as what we're bringing in there. The other two kind of biggest categories would be the customer success team. I'm pulling in data from our product as well as HubSpot into a spreadsheet. So our onboarding team is able to see, okay, of all of our new accounts, here's the progress we've made on getting them set up and running with us. The third one would be billing. So I'm pulling data from Recurly, pulling it from HubSpot and our database, consolidating all that to make sure that what our customer success team is setting our clients up with billing-wise is aligned with our billing system. All the revenue numbers are looking as they should.
And to create these sales reports, have you tried to create it on HubSpot? Like, why are you using Google Sheets?
It's really just so that we can merge it across other things. Like for some of our product data, I don't want to send every single little bit of our product data into HubSpot on a regular basis in real time. I don't want to overload HubSpot with more than it needs. So by using Superjoin, I'm able to take all the HubSpot things and the product things that I need and can kind of merge them together.
Awesome. And what are the benefits that you see with Superjoin today?
Ease of access. It's a lot easier. I'd say I write SQL queries from our database and I know all of our HubSpot fields very well. And that's pretty much all you need to be able to do to use Superjoin. Some of these queries that I'm writing have, 70 different columns, and some of the systems want you to map them all one at a time. And it would take about 6 hours to even just set up that job. Whereas Superjoin, I write the query, I plug it in, I hit go, and it's in the sheet. I mean, it's the data access. It's also, that lends to just the visibility across the whole company. So for those buckets I mentioned, all the various stakeholders across the company now have one report that they can look at as the source of truth and say, this is how we're performing, this is how we're doing. It saves me a lot of time in answering questions now that it's available to everyone. They can go into a report I've made and see it all. I don't need to pull a number or write a query each time I have a question. So we've been able to really centralize a lot of our main KPIs and metrics we want to see. That makes it a lot easier for the whole company.
That's amazing, Matt. How much time do you think Superjoin is saving you?
If I were to set up those other system sync jobs, it's saving me about 5-6 hours every single job just on setup. I probably have about 15 active jobs running with Superjoin right now, maybe 20. So right there would get you about 100 hours just for setup alone. For ongoing management, Superjoin is really ran reliably since I've started. If there has been any hiccups, you guys are very quick and prompt to get back to me on something happened or to make an improvement for me. So I'd say it saves me a good amount of time every single day.
What are the top 3 features that you like about Superjoin?
The one I use the most is database to sheets. The one I use probably second most is HubSpot to sheets. And then the ones I'm starting to use more because their newer features are sheets to the database and Recurly to sheets. The features I really like are just, refreshing automatically aspect of it. You can set the specific time or how frequently that it refreshes. So that's obviously very convenient. And the new feature that you guys just released of, sending a notification out to Slack when a job runs, very useful as well, just so I can actually see the log of when all the jobs are running and if there's errors and things like that.
Got it. And what are the 3 things would you like to improve?
To be honest with you guys, we've had a very good relationship since I started of providing feedback and you guys getting information from me. You guys definitely take feedback very quickly and run with it. I guess the only thing that I could think of right now is I have a really small operations team, so it's really easy that me and one other person, can use Superjoin. I think the user management aspect of it could probably build out a bit more in the future. If I had a bigger operations team, it'd be really nice to say, okay, this person created these jobs, these are running, this person created these ones. I know there's some ways you can do that now, but probably some ways that could be easier. I don't need it now, but as my team scales, that would be an area I'd like to see more of.
Okay, awesome. If you had to sum up your experience with Superjoin for the last 1.5 years that you've been using us.
It's been the best system I've used for moving data around I speak highly of you guys in the HubSpot marketplace. I've written reviews and I'm in contact with a lot of your team regularly. So you guys are doing a great job. And the fact you keep adding more and it gets better and better, doing great work.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Matt.